The wind howled outside that night, rattling the shutters of the old ranch house. The prairie has a way of reminding you how small you are, especially when you're alone inside with only silence and shadows. I was just the maid then hired to keep the place running while the rancher worked long days out on the range. My hands were rough from scrubbing floors and hauling buckets, my back ached from dawn till dusk, but I didn't mind. It was honest work, and it gave me a roof over my head. Still, the ranch could feel so empty sometimes. Too big, too quiet, too full of echoes from lives I hadn't lived. But there was one little soul who filled it with light, his daughter, Clara. She was just 6 years old, all golden hair and wide, wondering eyes, missing her mama in ways she didn't quite understand. At night, when the prairie winds turned mournful and she couldn't sleep, she'd creep into the kitchen, dragging her blanket behind her, and look at me with trembling lips. And I would sing. Not because it was in my job description, but because her tears undid me. Because I knew loneliness, too. So that night, as the storm raged outside, I sat on the edge of her little bed, stroking her hair, singing the lullabies my own mama once sang to me. My voice was soft, low, and shaky at first, but the longer I sang, the steadier it became. Clara's breathing slowed, her little hand curled around mine, and soon, she drifted into sleep. I thought we were alone. But when I looked up, I saw him standing in the doorway, her father. He was still in his dusty coat, hat in hand, shoulders broad from long hours breaking horses and wrangling cattle. His eyes were shadowed, unreadable, but fixed on me. I froze. My heart slammed against my ribs. To him, I was just the maid. Someone hired to sweep, cook, and make sure his daughter had clean dresses. I had no right to sit there, no right to hold his child like my own. "I'm sorry," I whispered, rising to my feet. She couldn't sleep. I tried to brush past him, but he caught my wrist, not rough, just enough to stop me. His voice was low, husky from the cold air. "Don't be sorry. She hasn't slept that soundly in weeks." The way he looked at me, tired, grateful, vulnerable, wasn't at all how an employer should look at a maid. And that's when the trouble began. The days that followed seemed to stretch longer, heavier. I told myself nothing had changed, but everything had. I noticed the way his eyes lingered on me when I was bent over the stove, or when Clara's laughter rang out and I couldn't help but laugh too.